Okay, so this tutorial is on how to convert an image that you've got into a vector file. Now, a vector file is the type of file that the laser cutter understands. Um, and you can convert almost any type of image. So if you've done a sketch by hand, you could photograph that and convert it. Or if you found a pattern on the internet that you like, you could convert that. So I've got this pattern here, and you can see it's not actually a really great quality image. Now, obviously, you'll get better results the better the quality of image that you have, but I just wanted to show you how to use this tool and how to refine your trace. So the first thing you can do is you just need the object selected or the image selected, and you click Image Trace, and that's just going to automatically do what it thinks is best. Now, you might be happy with that, in which case you'll just click expand and you've got your vectors done. But I'm not happy with that result, so I need to go into Image Trace Panel, and this is going to bring up all my options. Now, yours will look a bit smaller because my advanced options are open, so let's just talk through this first and then we'll go into advanced options. So, the first thing you can do is you can change these sorts of things. Now, this is just how Illustrator approaches the trace. So you may have a photograph or an illustration that you want multiple colors of. So multiple colors in your finished file, so the laser cutter will rasterize them and etch them at different depths. Now that's a more complicated approach, but if you're going down that path, then you'll need to choose 3 colors. Won't show up all that well on this image, but 3 colors is how you're going to go for different etching depths. If you just want to cut, then you're best going with line art. Now that wouldn't work for this because I'd just end up with lots of little arrow shapes and triangles. What I want for this is just the default, because this is going to be an etched pattern. But I'm not liking how it's picking up the colours here. So I can change the threshold. Now if I drop it down, it lessens the amount that it picks up the pattern. So you can see that that's got less black, and as you increase, it picks up more and more, so eventually to the point where it picks up that grid that's in behind it. Now I think I'm happy with that, maybe a little less. Okay, now you can still see that I'm still getting quite rounded corners. So I'm going to go into my advanced options. You can see here I've got corners. So if I drop this right down, I've got really rounded corners. And if I pick it up reasonably high, the corners get sharper and sharper. Okay. Now, the amount of paths. So the more paths mean it's got more detail. Less paths mean less detail, so you've got smoother areas as well. So I want a reasonable amount of paths. Noise is a similar effect, just picks up different things. So all these you just need to play around with until you get the trace that you're happy with. Now I only want fills. If I wanted to be doing cutting a particular pattern, then I'd choose strokes rather than fills. So strokes is the outline, fills is that solid shape. So once I've got the image looking the way I want it to, I need to go expand. Okay, so now I've got a vector, and that means that these are all separate shapes. Now the way Illustrator works with shapes is it works in groups. So when you click something once, it selects the whole group, and if you double click it, you can then select parts in that group. Now for the laser cutter to understand it, the laser cutter doesn't understand white. You need to delete all the white. So how I'm going to do that is I'm going to choose my magic wand tool, select the white and delete it. Now it's not really obvious from the video what I've done then, so I'm just going to chuck in a coloured background so you can see. Now if you're finding that Illustrator is converting what you think should be a colour to a grey, that means that your color settings are wrong. You just need to go up into this little color palette up here, choose these 4 bars and choose RGB, and then you'll get your color back. I'm just going to send that to the back so you guys can see what I was talking about. So I get my, oops, ignore that, get my selection tool, click, so I'm inside that group, and now I want to select all the white and delete, and you can see now I've just got the black. Right, that's about all you need to know about live tracing.